Sit back and relax and just.
If you want that inspirational, then turn your radios. Sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. You gotta sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. If you want that grown and inspirational, then turn your radio to the Four Corner Show. Hot and spicy topics, come enjoy the show. So let's get personal on the Four Corner Show. Relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. You gotta sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. If you want that inspirational, then turn your radios.
Turn your radios. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Four Corners. It's Pepper Thomas along with Mark A. Walker and Michael Upshaw. We thank y'all for joining us. You know, I got too much light because I'm looking kind of bright. So let me turn it down. Yeah, that's better. Now, I had to bring some. I was going to say the word, but I'm just going to go and say I had to bring some. Whatever. I'm not going to say that. Welcome, everyone. How are you guys doing?
Doing well.
Good.
Yep.
Good. So, you guys, if you're just now tuning in, remember to subscribe to Four Corners of Pepper Thomas on YouTube. We would love to have your subscription. It is free. It costs you nothing to join us. And that way you'll get to hear and see what we're doing every month. We do this twice a month. And it's usually on Tuesdays around 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. So, you know, we got to ask, how was your weekend, Michael Upshaw? You're muted.
You're muted, Mike. You're muted. Can you hear?
I'm sorry. How you doing?
All right, buddy. You mute again?
No, I'm not. No,
okay. So we can hear you now. Yeah. There you go,
wow.
buddy.
I'm actually what? I'm a ventriloquist, or I don't know. Silent movie? What was that?
I don't know. How was your weekend?
No, but my weekend was great. It's football season. And the
Eagles
fly, Eagles fly on the road to victory. Oh my goodness. You talk, look.
So they're going to the Super Bowl?
Not yet. It's too early for that.
It's October. The Super Bowl is in February. So you don't know who's going to win?
We hope that the Eagles get there. But there are a lot of great teams out there. Okay. Yeah. You have a pretty good team out there in Texas, Dallas Cowboys. Oops. I'm sorry.
You know what? They really don't mean nothing to me because
you're gonna start that fight early.
I've been on strike. Okay. I've been on strike years ago. So I have never gotten off my knee. So I'll be like, no. So I have to hear from everyone else about the cowgirls, as y'all call them.
Yep.
Yeah. Cowgirls. Okay. So Mark, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. Did music at church. It's been good. It's football season. The Commanders didn't win, but it was still a good game. They lost to the Ravens. It was a good game.
It was a great game.
Like I said, I don't trip over that. I don't win anything if they win or lose, but you support the home team.
Yeah.
That's about it. I won't say anything about the Eagles or the Cowboys. That would be not right to do right now.
Why not?
Because they the Cowboys play well.
Wait, didn't they lose 40-something?
Hey, I'm trying to keep the spirits up. They're gonna play well next week. How's that?
Hey.
We will see.
Okay. Well,
move right along.
Pepper?
Pepper, how was your weekend?
Yeah.
My weekend was good. I made two of my one of them was my friend, and she brought her other friend along. But I made two people very happy. I went to see Calvin Richardson, my brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was in concert, and so they were huge fans, and so it was on her bucket list, and she was like, "Oh, my bucket list." I was like, so invited her to the concert, and she had a great time, and yeah, so life is good when you make, I think it's great to see other people happy, and if there's a way you can make them happy, yeah, you try to do it. So yeah, it was good. It was good to see the smiles on their faces and just the excitement, and yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it was good. So we have today a gentleman, and his name is Edgardo Cintron. I have to put my twist on it. He's back there laughing. He's been laughing the whole time. He's been laughing about the football. His arms been going like this. He's just doing all of it. And now he's like, okay, you see me back there? I do see you. So I would like to introduce our guest today, and my first time, of course, hearing about him, and I'm fascinated on his hands. Like how does he do that? So let's get him in this room so we can chit chat with him. Everyone, let's welcome Edgardo Cintron to Four Corners. Let's give a hand clap right to Quicko right there. Hand clap. Okay, so I have to ask this question. What are you laughing at?
Me?
Everything? Yeah.
When you said the Cowboys had a good game, I said, they might have a new coach by this week.
And they can't get rid of the quarterback, right? Not $46 million in. So I guess he's.
I actually feel bad for that coach because he's just looking in his eyes saying, I'm getting fired.
So, Edgardo, who's your team?
The Eagles, of course.
That's right.
I like Eagles, but you know who else I like? I like Detroit. A long time for Detroit. They're like an underdog. They haven't gotten it in a long time, and I'd like to see them go there. Definitely Detroit. Nice. Good city too.
Nice.
Go to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we welcome you to Four Corners, and you do everything, but we'll get into that later. Let's start it off with Mark. Mark can start off the conversation and do a little something.
Yeah, Edgardo, we thank you again for being on the show. If you can, take us down your journey. There's no wrong way of saying it. Tell us, where it all began, where it started, maybe influences or. But
mainly my dad. But growing up in a family of 12, 6 girls, 6 boys, and my dad was a musician. Where in Puerto Rico, my older brother tell me the stories. My dad played bass, upright bass. They take the upright bass, tie it on the Chevy on the top, and drive halfway across the island for my dad to perform. And my brother went with him. He did all that. And when I was about 13, 12, that's when I started performing with my dad. But I played French horn in elementary school. But the only reason I took it because the girl that was playing French horn was so nice looking, I wanted to sit next to her. And that started off that. But with my dad, I played percussion and until I went in the Army. And, I played all the clubs up in the East Coast with their Latin band. They were called the Tropicales. So I got to perform with them, and then went in the Army, came back out, and started performing, jazz. That's why I can play jazz. I can play salsa. I can play Latin jazz. I'll play anything. But my mind, I don't know, I hear something and I just feel like I can put a beat to it, no matter what kind of music it is. That's why I like arranging music and stuff like that, and doing records.
Oh wow! I believe we have a special guest that you may know of.
Okay.
Her name is Miss Carol Riddick.
Oh, I know Carol. Hi, Carol.
Hi, Edgardo. How are you? Hey, family. Exactly. When they told me, they said Edgardo is coming on the show. Oh,
that was so much fun.
was.
It was like performing that song with you and just going back and forth and he's scatting and stuff. I love that. That's jazz. That's really cool to do.
That was heaven for me.
Yeah.
And to be able to do it with you.
Thank you.
I just had to come on when they told me you were going to be here on Four Corners. I said, oh, I would love to come give Edgardo some love because you, quite honestly, I did not share with you. That was really, really that was special for me to be able to have that moment with you. That was special for me. So I appreciate you because I think you are phenomenal.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you.
It was an awesome experience for me.
Yes. And we got to do it again. I'd love
Absolutely.
to. You know, I'm working with Carl tomorrow. Did he call you?
No, he did not.
Yeah, we're doing Wilson's tomorrow. But,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It should be fun. You know.
So I have a question, Carol.
Okay.
When you say you were scatting with Edgardo.
Edgardo.
Yes. Ed. Okay, Ed. So like Ed.
Call me Ed.
Like Edgardo. When you were scatting with him, right?
Yes.
His instrument is percussion.
Yes. How
easy or hard is that, considering that it's not a guitar with the rhythm the same as the percussion? Is it an easier feel for you to scat with the beats, or is it easier to scat with the musical instrument?
No.
Melody.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Percussion is a musical instrument as well. But it's about spirit for me. You know, it's about being in tune with the other individual, because I mean, we're both spirit led. We're in our gifts at that moment. So it just, I can't say that there's any difficulty with either. It just feels so good because listen, you have to be free in order to be able to scat. You can't think. You have to be in the moment. You have to be fluid with it. You have to. I don't even know if you feel it. You're so deep in it. You know, you're so deep in it. You're like enveloped by everything that's taking place in that moment. So. I don't know. I can't say either one is any more difficult than the other. It's just fun. It's so much fun to be able to be free and let go and just, you know, see what God does with you, what comes out. Like, what?
That's that.
Wow.
So, I mean, Edgardo, in working with Carol, did you get butterflies? Did you say that was this happening?
It was our first time. I mean, we did the rehearsal night before. The first time, but when Carl said, "Let's do this," and she said, "Yeah, let's do this." Do what we did that day. You know, for me, it's kind of like when you're walking down the street. I do it all the time, and I hear noises. You hear those noises, and you hear those noises and beats. I'll sit there and think of something to arrange while I'm walking down, just hearing the different beats and the horns, and especially in New York City, you know. So when she sang, I just followed her voice and just try to be that little icing underneath to give it that spirit, you know. It comes natural. Yeah. And it was great with you. I mean, it was awesome. We got to do a record together sometime.
Yes. Edgardo, listen, I told you at rehearsal, I said, let's do it. There's no hesitation there. Whenever you are ready, whenever you call, I am there.
Well, you know, I'm recording a Mambo Magic album for my Latin band. And I'm doing 5 spiral gyro tunes that I redid big band style. We're doing them now. And when we play them, people say, "Man, that's spiral gyro." I said, "Yeah, but it's full horn section." So there's some things I want to, you know, like to put you on, definitely.
Please. How about that? You all heard me say it, right? Please.
Yes.
It's recorded. It's recorded.
So I am ready.
Well, thank you, Carol, for stopping in and saying hi to Edgardo and surprising him because he had no idea. Edgardo, I have a confession to make. You know, earlier when I said, "Hey, can you just drop off for 5 minutes? I got to do something to my Wi-Fi."
That's what it was.
There's the Wi-Fi.
Carol was the Wi-Fi. Carol was the Wi-Fi. Carol was the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi Carol.
The people that night when we performed, when they said Carol was there, they went crazy. They know Carol. Oh, definitely.
Yes.
You know, I love them just as much. I had so much fun that night.
Yeah. It was a beautiful scene. It was really nice.
It was. I'm looking forward to the next time.
Yeah, we're doing Cape May next week. Cape May 26th and 27th with my big Latin band.
Great.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, what I want to do now is I want to play a song that you all are going to love. Like love. Like y'all might start getting up and start dancing.
Uh-oh.
You ready? You ready?
Uh-oh.
Don't hear anything yet.
That's a great intro. I love it.
Nothing yet.
Nothing?
No.
You're nothing?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do this again. Okay. Rewind.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. There's a reason I did that. The great Carl Cox. That was Carl.
Oh wow, sounded great.
And Don Collins did those horn arrangements. Don Collins did.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always liked that song. I always wanted to do a version of that, you know.
Yeah.
That was my first album that I did, like a contemporary jazz type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And had a lot of fun with that album.
Okay. It's nice. Well, Mark, I think Mark has some more questions for you.
I had one more question for you. So, on those songs, when you guys are doing the horn arrangements, what's in your head? Are you, because I know that collab takes a minute when you're doing horn arrangements for your kind of stuff. Is that like something y'all sit down and talk about, or you just come up with your own ideas?
Depending who I'm producing with, you know, for each song. That song, Don was in the studio, and I said I wanted him to put his stuff down. I said, Don, you've worked this song before, and I said, let's try to do kind of what they did with Carl playing the sax. Mm-hmm. So Carl did his thing, Don did his thing, then I had somebody else come in, and you try to keep it the same, but with the sax playing the lead, but keep the background vocals. I wanted people to hear that song and say, man, I want to get up and dance. Because, you know, smooth jazz, but, you know, I like smooth jazz when I get up and dance too, you know, and people in the audience just makes you want to dance, just like Latin music does, you know, but, yeah.
Oh, great. So so when you're doing these type of things, is there like a team that you have in your head, or you just the same guys, or it depends on what the song is?
Yeah, more or less. Okay. The horn section I use with my Latin band, cats I've been working for the last, 20 years, some of them.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And, you know, putting stuff together like that. I did the rock album. It's not a rock album, but with my Santana thing. And I used a whole different horn section on that. Some rock and roller cats. But this and the Latin stuff. And, yeah. And I back in the day, I was with a company called DBK. And I got to produce 7 or 8 albums, and I picked people I knew. I said, "Hey, Pablo Batista was one of them." I got him involved in the company, and he did a record, and I got him the money to produce it. He kind of produced it himself. I produced this guy Blondie, Jesse Andrus. He did a really good album. I did 3, 4 of them, and. We did the Three Amigos. That's the one you were playing, Alice in Wonderland.
Wow.
That's just 4 guys in that whole album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Chico Huff, me, this guy Mike Pedicin that plays. I think he plays 20 different instruments and he plays them all good. That's the guitar player,
right?
Carl.
Yeah.
And who was this guy named Randy Chick? He's a monster. He plays with all the top 40 bands, and I'm like, what are you doing? Man, you should be out there. This guy's that good. The company asked me, hey, we need more records, and I was watching the movie Three Amigos. I said, you know what? I got an idea. So I called it the Three Amigos. It was me, Randy, and Mike Pedicin. And we did that album. We took some standards and sat there and just put them together. You know, came out pretty cool.
Okay. I got one more question. I'm gonna leave you to Mike after this. Are there any memorable moments, anything that's sentimental to you that helped you get over a hump or something like? There's any songs or any projects that we all as musicians and singers, we go through tough times, and there are certain parts of our life and our musical careers that kind of stick out because of we were still doing the music, still recording. Is there anything like that?
Yeah, I mean. With Cintron, we did a song called Suavecito 20-something years ago. And when we were putting that band together with the guy I was doing it with, Rocco DiPergia, they didn't want to do it. Him and Jimmy, the keyboard player, they said, oh, let's not do it. That song, I said, no, we should do it. So I sat down with him and I said, let's do it this way. And we recorded it. We did a video. Out of that video, we got a drink named after me called Energy Drink. That was actually me.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I did get 10%. They sold it to a company in South Africa You know, we still got our 10%. But
wow.
But that video's got 2 million views on YouTube. And
wow.
we were in the studio in LA, and some of the guys from Mala were there, and they said, "Oh, Cintron," and they said, "You know, your arrangement of Suavecito is one of the best anybody has done since we recorded that song." So I was like, "That's pretty cool," you know. But we get a lot of play on that one.
Oh wow.
That
Man, that's amazing.
Time. Yeah.
I'm still digesting that you all had an energy drink named after you. I'm sorry, I got so stuck on that.
You remember that Cintron energy drink?
I have. I did.
Yeah. It was all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got T-shirts and they had a race boat.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, remember the race boat? If you look at the video, Suavecito on YouTube, you'll see the race boat, and it says Cintron in the back.
Yeah,
we had a guy in Philly that backed us with a lot of money, and he did the drink. He had us on his boat, you know, the whole thing. It was pretty cool. So we got to do a little touring, you know. It was fun. Yeah.
That sounds incredible. Like something so unexpected, something that you know, because I'm sure that came out of nowhere for you. You would think, wait, what?
You know, one of my finest things is that I got to record a record at Sigma Sound Studios with Joe Tarsia.
Wow.
And I was the only Latin artist ever in history to record a Latin album there.
Oh, wow.
I'm the only one. It was called Musica Caliente. It came out on the Naxos label. It was a classical label. And Joe was my engineer and producer with a guy named Billy Terrell. And we recorded it in 2 days. We recorded that album there. And,
I miss Joe.
It did really good. It did pretty good on the charts and stuff like that, you know. And we took a lot of arrangements and had some fun with it, you know. But but it, you know.
I missed Joe. And Sigma was as they say, a vibe. It was a mood. Like it definitely has some great memories. I hate that I have to run. I have to go. But Edgardo, I'm so happy that I had the chance to say hello again and to celebrate you and to show you some love. And thank you, family. Pepper, Mike, Mark. You all.
Carol, it's good to see you. We got to talk. I'd like to do some Latin stuff with you. All right.
I am ready.
Okay. And I know I didn't get a chance to speak to you. So hey, Carol, how you doing? And tell Chloe I said hello.
She was just right here. Chloe. Yes, Dominic. Okay, I love you all. Have a good rest of your night. I will see you all soon. God willing.
God bless you.
All right. Okay.
That was Carol Heretic, y'all.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wonderful
He's
person.
an amazing person.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
So,
you know, Edgardo, I wanted to ask you a question. I know that, you know, Latin music, it does encompass various styles, including like salsa and bossa nova, tango, reggaeton.
Yeah.
And, I like the cumbia, and which is an art that comes from Afro-Caribbean and Spanish. But which of these styles do you really prefer to play, or do you enjoy, you know, just playing, you know, everything, or, you know, if the chance arises or that opportunity pops up?
You know, I've done the salsa, the mambo for years since I was a kid, merengue. I've played congas with 3 guitar players and my dad singing, you know. But it all gave me that that love of the music. You know, salsa, I like the old salsa, not the newer.
Okay.
Some stuff is killer, but the old salsa just had that swing to it. Ray Barretto, Eddie Palmieri, all those people back in the day. I mean, when Fania was big in New York, that's all I listened to. And you had the bands from Puerto Rico coming over, and the sound they had was totally different, you know. Gran Combo, Sorena Ponceña, all these cats. But now I like playing the Latin jazz. You know, I'll take Florida Straits from Power Gyro, and I'll make it almost like a salsa Latin jazz type thing. We do Let's Stay Together. Pete Escovedo did a version of that with a vocal. So I heard it one day. I said, you know what? I'm going to do that. So I talked to my keyboard player. I said, let's get together. And we arranged it. We had a sax lead do it. And now we play it at the gigs, and people just love it. My thing right now is more Latin jazz. I like doing that more. Yeah, I play everything. I played straight ahead, whatever they, put in front of me, I'll play it. But
right.
Yeah,
I know that there, a lot of percussionists out there that I still listen to right now. Like one of my favorites, Tito Puente, and Carlos Valdez and Willie Bobo. I would listen to him when I was a kid, and he did a rendition of Nights in Tunisia with Cal Jader.
Oh yeah.
And Mago Santa Maria. Yeah. That's killing, right? And then we have some legends such as yourself, again, Pablo Batista.
Yeah,
and
Pablo's
my friend in Jersey, Timmy Ingram. He's another phenomenal percussionist as well. So,
Timmy's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Pablo played on my Musica Caliente album that I did at Sigma. Him and a guy named Hector Rosado. I switched back and forth with them.
Okay.
And, we did Gloria Estefan song, Rhythm's Gonna Get You. And when you listen to that album and we listen to that song, he does this thing where the music feels like it just jumped. And the keyboard player is doing like a synth solo. I'm like, every time I listen to that song, it's my favorite part of the song. But
So who are some of your favorite percussionists?
Oh, Tito Puente, of course. Pablo. I love Pablo. Let me see. Airto.
Oh, wow.
Airto I used to listen to since I was 13, 14, learning all this different. That's how I learned how to play all different type of percussion.
Wow.
Watching him and listening to him. Cats, Carl Pidasso from Santana, Raul Rico, all cats, a lot of Santana, Chipito. I remember Chipito and Santana.
Right.
Some of that stuff he did on timbales in the early days, amazing.
Oh, crazy.
For me, I think he was the guy that really brought the Latin rock out with Santana on timbales. Because man, if you go back to those CDs that he played on, listen to some of those rolls he does on those timbales and the sound he got out of them.
Right.
Like, holy crap, this guy's really good. So I follow them a lot.
I loved Airto and Flor Purim. I would listen. I have a lot of their albums. The music.
500 Miles High, man. Remember that song? Chick Corea, and some of the drummers like Steve Gadd and David Weckl, and just some of the polyrhythms that they use and stuff like that. I'll use it in my playing. Everybody's a little different in their solos and stuff like that. I'm more like a Tito Puente kind of thing. That's kind of like a lot of the rhythms in there, just on top of each other, but keep it flowing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Well, I have another song that I like to play.
What song is that?
Oh, you getting ready to find out. Edgardo. I was going to say Ed, but I was like, don't call him Ed. His name is Edgardo, because names are important. So I'm going to say Edgardo.
That sounds good.
This one, I like this one. I think I like the name. I don't know what the name means, but I'm sure you'll tell me after I play it.
Okay. Oh. This is Cuchero.
What does that mean?
Cuchero, pare, pare, cuchero, cucherito, pare, pare, cuchero, cuchero, pare, pare, cuchero, cucherito.
It's an old Cuban song. The guy with what's it called? Selling food. Yeah. The guy like in Cuba, like cats that are selling like it could be nuts, it could be tips, stuff like that, and a little cart, like a cart. That's what he's singing about. You see that in San Juan, you see it in Cuba, you see it all over the place. that's my father and son album. Right? Yeah. If you look at that album, my dad is the guy with the bass.
Whoa. I feel like I've lost at least a few pounds or inches or something. Sitting still. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, that's an old Cuban tune. It talks about the guy with his cart selling, could be peanuts, it could be anything sitting out there, Yeah.
Chiquero. I was thinking of charro beans or something when I heard chiquero. I was like, is it about beans? What is it about? Same family, I don't know. Yeah. Rosalind says, my kind of music, salsa or reggae Cuban, Puerto Rican, Latino. We'll be doing a little bit of by my family. We salute y'all nice. And Rosalind, just to let you know, if you would go to, I know you're on Facebook. If you go to YouTube channel and search for Four Corners with Pepper Thomas, and Rosalind, you'll be able to get the show twice a month, and you can go back and look at the past videos. But if you go to YouTube and subscribe to Four Corners with Pepper Thomas, you'll be able to inform. My God, it was so funny. Like, okay. So Rosalind, yes, do that, and we would appreciate it. I have a question for you, Edgardo.
Yeah.
I have 3 questions. So the first one is, how do you protect your hands? Do you have carpal tunnel? Do you not play basketball? Do you not do anything that would compromise your hands? How do you protect your hands?
I did have carpal tunnel, and I get a lot of arthritis, but I have good doctors I work with. And but I, like a guy asked me last night, I was playing, and we're doing the Michael McDonald show with a big showcase next week, and the bassman turned back to me and said, man, how's your hands feel? I said, they're okay. He says, I don't know how you hit them so hard. I said, I don't know either, but it doesn't bother me, It's the stamina more than the pain, So you get older, you got to have that stamina. That's why I try to walk to keep that going. Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say, you got the good stuff. You need to let me know what that is since I work with, they give me this stuff to kind of take care of that carpal tunnel. I was like, what is it, Edgardo? What is it? So people might not know this, but I found this out before the interview started. You mentioned something about a gentleman that's in your band that has been playing with you for 40 years.
Yeah.
And I was shocked when you said that he's a doctor. And I was like, he's a doctor and he plays in your band for 40 years. And you also have a job as, what do you do during the day? Because I was like, are you a doctor? Because I told you remind me of one of my doctors. I was like, is that Joe?
Well, I've been doing lab work for years. When I was in the Army, I was a radio teletype operator. But when I got out, and I was playing music, and I said, I got to get something on the side just to do. So I started doing lab work. But now I work for these doctors here, and we do like testing for lupus, testing for a lot of arthritis. That's why I said I got to do doctor for my hands. I'm being taken care of here. So, and we do different stuff like that, psoriasis. But you know what? I love it because it keeps me going. You know, I did my touring. I still tour if I want, it depends. But it's stable. I want to be able to leave something for my daughters, my sons. And when I'm gone, leave something for them. And as much as I can work and do what I can do, I want to take advantage of everything we got in America. You know what I mean? When you work, because that's why they have it, to take care of it, use it. So,
Wow. So is there a favorite? I know this is like random, but I'm just going to ask it. Is there a favorite percussion instrument that you like playing, and one in particular?
The timbales. I love playing timbales.
Timbales, which are
timbales, the two kettle ones with the heads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tito Puente. If you think of Tito Puente, that's what Tito played.
Okay.
But I like playing congas. It depends on. I like playing congas in like the R&B, some Marvin Gaye, some Michael McDonald, the old disco days. I played with all those bands back in the day. I was out on the road with Marilyn McCoo, Billy Davis for a little bit.
Oh wow!
Doing all the stuff that they did, and then with the Funk Brothers was fun doing the Motown stuff. A lot of percussion in Motown. It's funny because you listen to Motown, they have a lot of Latin influence, a lot of their music, a lot of cha-chas back then. And you listen to Sound of Philly, it's almost there, but it's not the same. It's a different kind of genre. But it was fun doing the Motown stuff.
Yeah. So you're doing
a Motown Latin album.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
So you mentioned before about Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
So you're doing a tribute, a review, what of Michael McDonald? Yeah,
this guy that sang on this record I did with the Inca band, my Santana thing that I do, he put together it's called Tribute to Michael McDonald's Music.
Okay.
Because Michael wrote for a lot of people. And so we're doing a song from Aretha that he did with Aretha, with the girl singing. We're doing a Kenny Loggins tune. I didn't even know Christopher Cross, he did Run Like the Wind.
Oh, really?
Michael wrote that. I didn't even know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Me neither.
And we're doing that. When we play that, we've been rehearsing. Next week we got a showcase. And we're already getting theaters to go play in the theaters with the 3 singers up front and the main singer, Kyle. He's amazing. And all 3 of them are killing. And the band is unbelievable. But it's a show. When we start, an hour and a half later, it ends, and we put a show on. We did the whole show last night. And it's going to be exciting to see because people are going to sit there and say, oh, remember that song? I didn't know Kenny, that he wrote that for Kenny Loggins. But then we're ending with Taking It to the Streets. This is the last song. We do Ain't No Mountain High. We do a Marvin Gaye song with Tammy that they did. But it's a really good show. And it's already, people are starting to book it already to perform at different theaters. So I'm hoping to go on the road, be on the road and do it because it's good music. It's really good music.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Sounds like a fun show.
Yeah, man.
Sounds like a fun show.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead because I'm going to play after you finish. I'm going to play. I want them to see him performing on video. So I'm going to bring the video up. So yeah, go ahead and ask.
But I know that Pepper asked you about you had a doctor in your band, but I also know you had an attorney in your band because Rocco. That's my buddy. Rocco
Rocco sang Suavecito. Well, back in 2009, 2000, I went to Rocco's office. I said, look, I want to put a band together. And he said, what do you want to do? I said, well, let's call it Cintron. And me and Rocco got together with my keyboard player, and we just picked songs. And, 10 albums later, we went on the road. We did this, we did that. And he's still an attorney, but his daughter, Rocco's daughter, is she works with Pharrell. She's been for Pharrell for 10 years or more. And she has her own artist, Gracie Abrams is her artist. Yeah. So she's doing well. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I remember when she started her first. I remember when she did her first project. Yeah.
Talented family,
Yeah, very talented.
Yeah. What are you gonna play?
Look at you, you ready? What you gonna play?
Yeah, you ready?
I know you ready, right?
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to play. Tell them about the tribute to Danny.
Oh yes,
De Janeiro.
Yeah, right. Danny De Janeiro. That's the album I did with my Inca band, the Santana thing I do.
Okay.
Celebration.
So I'm going to play. Let me set it up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take myself out of the camera so they can see the video and have three of you guys.
Okay.
And then I'll come back in. Okay.
Okay.
So tell them about that while I try to bring it up.
Okay. The album was Danny was a musician out of Bucks County, Pennsylvania, that actually got murdered in his home 10 years ago. And his foundation called me and said, we'd like for you to do his music. So I said, okay, I'd love to do it. So we took his music from the 80s and the 90s, and I took it with this Mike Pedicin, and we sat down and made it 2024. That's Kyle, the guy that's going to do the Michael McDonald thing. So we took these songs and arranged them ourselves, put everything together, changed them up. It came out really good, the album. This one's Standing on the Moon. This is a good song. And Santana's manager, Skip, is part of the foundation. So he was at a concert that we did back in April, and he sat in the middle of the theater watching us. By the time we got done playing that night, he was on stage singing Oye Como Va with us. Yeah. And he goes, you guys are killing it, because me, if I'm going to do something right, I'm going to play, if you're going to play Santana, make sure you play it right.
Right.
But
agreed.
Yeah. But this song here is kind of like a Santana vibe, like smooth. And I came up with like the strings and the percussion parts and the whole song, me and a guy named Mike Pedicin. But I think you'll dig it, man.
Okay.
Here he goes.
Talk. Guitar player strumming as you take a walk. My heart is pumping as you turn for the door. My brain is thumping as you walk across the floor. I get so lonely, baby, I might as well be home. I feel so lonely, baby, I might as well be home. crazy. I went to every bar, in and out of the parking lot, looking for your brand new car. When I finally found you, you tried to hide. Well, you were looking from side to side, standing in a crowded room. I feel so lonely, baby. I might as well be on the move. Might as well be on the move. I feel so lonely, baby. I might as well be on the move. I might as well be on the move. Oh, I feel so lonely, baby. I might as well be on the move. Might as well be on the move. Baby, baby. I feel so lonely, baby. I might as well be on the move. I feel so lonely, baby. I might as well be on the move. I might as well be on the move. I might as well be on the move.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Now, if you listen to the
Yeah.
original of that, it's totally different. They wanted to Latin it up. I gave them some pasteles with some arroz con bichuelas. Spice it up.
Yeah.
We do it in Spanish too. There's 2 songs I do in Spanish and English, and I got my other singers singing in Spanish. But it was released out in Colombia, and that doing really well.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's fun to do stuff like that. Take somebody's music and honor him, and
Yeah.
but make sure it's right. You put something out, and the people from the foundation, they're like, "Wow, you guys did more than we thought we would do with that song." I said, that's what I like to do. I love doing stuff like that.
So is it the only instrument that you play? Percussion?
I do congas, timbales. I play everything. I started a guitar when I was a kid.
Oh,
French horn, French horn.
Mhm.
But
Wow.
more percussion. My mom told my dad he's gonna be a drummer because I used to bang on the table all the time. I became a percussionist. I loved it. The only thing is when you have to break down at the end of the night and you're not touring and you got to do it yourself, it's a lot of stuff to carry out.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten to a gig?
Keyboard players do the same thing.
Well, have you ever gotten to a gig and you get there and you go, I forgot my cymbals, or I forgot my sticks?
Oh, I did that. I left my cymbals with the Isley brothers at what's his name's? Oh my God, Clinton Zenabro. I played the first Zenabro for him, and we were on stage with the Allman Brothers. But I was with the oh my God, they did the Bristol Stomp, the Dovells, and the Allman Brothers were playing. Clinton came in and he goes, "I want that band." And they got off and we got up there. But the second time was the Isley Brothers were playing, and I left a brand new cymbal on that stage. I know one of those guys took it. I forgot about it.
Wow.
So what does the cymbal cost? Average?
Anymore now, a good one, couple $100, Yeah, you can get some used one, but
yeah,
or you can get endorsed and get them for free. That's the best way to do it.
That's the best way to do it.
Let me get on the phone and call Ronald real quick and see if he got your.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
You got that cymbal? Yeah, that's funny.
Now you mentioned pastelia, right? You mentioned pastelia.
Oh yeah, Christmas time,
Man, I love those.
Yeah, Christmas time,
So you
Puerto Rico, that's the biggest thing in Puerto Rico, the food and Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you have a cookbook, right?
Yeah. I have them in there, and desserts, stuff I've been making for years. My mom taught me how to cook. When I left to go in the Army, I already knew how to sew, how to iron, how to wash my clothes, cook, because I knew when I got out, I was going to be on my own. And I wanted to know everything. And I watched my mom in the kitchen. I watched her when she would iron the clothes. My dad, uniforms were perfect, going out that door when he was in the Army for 34 years. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was actually born in Fort Riley, Kansas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What are pasteos?
Pasteos they're made out of a green banana. They become a mesh. And then what they do, they put them in this paper with meat inside of it. And they put it in the paper and then you boil them and they become like a pastry, but it's like a meal. It's not like a dessert. And I like it with ketchup. People say, don't put ketchup on it, My brother-in-law, he sells like 100, 200 of them, and every Christmas he got people coming to buy them. But he makes some good ones. So, yeah.
It sounds like stuffed bell peppers.
They are
No, it's a little different. They're green bananas. Pasteles.
Bananas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all making me hungry. Let's talk about food. Let's talk about the plan again. You're making me hungry. No, are there is a two-part question. Are there any favorite venues? And if so, are there any venues coming up? Like even I just heard you say something to Carol about playing somewhere in a week or so. Are there any favorite venues you like to play?
I like the Exit Zero Jazz Festival. Because every time I'm there, I play a different spot. But I usually sell out, when I come in. And I didn't think I was playing again this year because I played there over the summer. They had me come down and do a gig at a club. And they were doing jazz at this club for the month. And the room that they were doing jazz at, they had to switch it to the other room where they have a lot of bachelorette parties come in. And because the owner was living up top and said it was too loud. So we had to switch over. Man, by the time we were done, before the other band started, I had bachelorette parties doing a conga line in place. Then the guy said, man, we got to bring it back. So
wow.
They got a lot of requests for us to come back, Mambo Magic, to the Jazz Festival. And even my guy said, they're having us back. I said, yeah. And then not just one night, we're doing 2 nights, the 26th and 27th.
Oh,
we're gonna put a show on. We get heavy. It's fun,
Nice.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one. I like South too in Philly. I don't know if you've been to South. Great
many times.
Yeah. Crowd gets into it. They're right there. I love them when they're right in your face, and people just love your stuff,
Right.
It's so humble to be like that. It's humble to me. It's just, that's what we do that for, to have people enjoy what you do, what you make, stirring that pot and making that food right and giving them what you love here. That's me. Playing. So
and what I loved about Exit Zero was I think it's called Uncle Bill's Pancake Houses.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
You gotta stay away from that place.
They got next week they got Dee Dee Bridgewater's coming. They got some nice artists, a lot of great artists that are going to be there. And they actually got this trolley that you get on and it takes you to all the bars in Cape May and to all the venues. And you get a pass, you go, and it's beautiful, especially if it's a nice night. And it starts Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And people come to dance and have fun. I've been doing that festival for 30 years now, probably.
Oh, wow.
30 years. Yeah.
I think the last time I was there, I had gone down with Marcus Miller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, that was a phenomenal show there.
Yeah. At the convention center. I think it was there.
Yeah. Yes.
Beautiful area. Man. That whole area is beautiful, man, down there. Just old homes and people come for the jazz festival. They spend a lot of money and have fun, And you see a lot of friends. That's what's really cool about it. Yeah.
So what other dates do you have coming up so people know where we can go see you?
And then the 24th, I have the Newtown Theater in Newtown, Pennsylvania. I'm doing the Santana thing. And I'm doing 5 tunes off the new album, the Danny Di Gennaro. I'm doing 5 tunes out of that. And then it's funny because Thursday I'm doing Santana, Saturday and Sunday I'm doing Mambo Magic, Latin. So it's nice, the two worlds, you know.
Right.
I love it. I mean, you know, get to play some Latin jazz and have some fun.
Right, right.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff.
So I have another song that I want to play, the last song.
Okay.
And I'm going to have you choose.
Which one?
Soul Searching or Bye Bye Baby?
Yeah, have you heard Bye Bye Baby?
I done heard Bye Bye Baby. Have you heard Bye Bye Baby?
Have you heard it? You got it. That girl can sing.
So you want me to play the song or you want me to play the video? I want you to play the video so they can see her singing.
Yeah, video's cool.
Okay. It's like, okay, so tell them about this while I take myself out and bring you guys in.
Well, this song, when Danny did it, a couple people did this song. A writer out of Philly wrote this song. But when they asked, they said, why would you want to do that? I said, because I'm going to do it different. I'm going to bring a girl in that can sing. So I got this girl named Gab Hayworth, and she turned it out, man. And when you hear it, you'll see what I mean. It came out really nice. Check it out.
Yeah. Well, he packed his bags this morning. Says he's leaving on a midnight train. You know, the boy left without any warning. Except he's driving me insane. So I gotta get a ticket to LA. Touching down on the 109. Oh, yeah. Hoping I can find my baby. Cause if I don't, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. This is what he said to me. So long, so long. Bye, bye, baby. So long, so long. So long, so long. Bye, baby. So long. I figured out what went wrong. I had to travel 3,000 miles. Was a mystery all along. I got no more cigarettes and I got no smile. Don't you know, baby, he broke my heart. He left me all alone. Oh, in this misery. I'm gonna find myself somebody to love. Yeah. Cause if I don't, it's gonna be all left up to me. This is what he said to me. So long, so long. Bye, bye, baby. So long, so long. So long. Bye, baby. I had to travel 3,000 miles. Was a mystery all along. I got no more cigarettes, ain't got no smile. Don't you know that he said so long? Bye bye, baby, so long. So long.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
One of my favorites.
Great song.
She sang. When I heard, her singing in the studio, and she just did that one time down, I said, wow. She just took it, and when the guys heard that from the foundation, they said, man, we never heard that song sound like that before. I said, yeah, I thought a girl like Gab would sound good.
Wow.
I just knew her voice. So that's what I did. I put her on there, and we did that. Yeah. We got something coming out in Rolling Stone, I think, an article about this song. Yeah.
She can sing.
Rosin says she can sing. Yes, she can, Rosin.
She ain't singing. She's singing.
And it looked effortlessly. Like she was like just standing there like, is she lip singing? No, she's not lip singing. No, she's really singing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible singer.
And Mike, he's a phenomenal guitar player. We have a project coming out that I haven't been saying too much about, but Mark is on it. Okay. Mike is playing guitar. Carl was playing sax. And I did some stuff on keyboards. We have another guy, Dexter Moore. He actually is playing the primary. And now I'm just waiting for one gentleman to do me a favor, put some horns down. And this gentleman is our next guest.
That's awesome.
I'll tell you who he's going to be in a few.
You gotta let me know. I'm gonna tune in.
Well, thank you, Edgardo, for joining us. It has been a treasure. It's been informative, and never knew that much about percussions until today. So thank you.
If you ever need me, I'd like to go to Austin. So tell those people over there, I'm there if they need me.
I sure will.
I'll be touring a little bit next year with this new act I'm working with. And we're in and out of towns like 2 days and coming in and out.
Okay.
They're just putting it together. So I'm playing percussion. They're called the Yacht Kings.
The Yacht Kings?
But the money they're paying is ridiculous. So I said, I'll do it.
No. Okay. You send it to the name.
All the musicians are amazing. Amazing musicians. Yeah. A lot of studio cats. Something new that's out there. I said, yeah. I'll have some fun, I like the 80s.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure meeting everybody, talking to you guys, and thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Oh, man. We thank you.
Did you want to give everyone, how can they find you on social media? Do you have a website?
Well, Edgardo Cintron, Edgardo A. Cintron on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find me as an artist. And Inca Band is my other website, Facebook that I have, my Santana tribute. Most of my stuff is like there. But you can always get a hold of me and find me, send me a message. And you need some music, let me know. I'll send some out to you. All right?
Nice.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm working on that Latin album and get Carol on there. That should be fun. Yeah.
Nice. Just Rick from Pennsylvania says, well, look at this, hot pepper and three kings. My evening just got better. How's it going, Michael?
That's awesome.
Hey, Just Rick, how you doing, man?
That's pretty cool. Hot pepper and three kings. I know that's awesome. Right.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, everyone. Four Corners, we are here twice a month, usually on Tuesdays, and the time is usually 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. And Michael is going to let us know who is coming up next.
Well, our next guest will be the 11-time Grammy Award-winning horn section leader and string arranger for the new power generation for Prince. For a lot of years, his name is Mr. Phil Lassiter, and he's over in the Netherlands. Wow. And we cannot wait to bring him on. I talked to Phil last week, and so he'll be here. And that's this guy's phenomenal. He's a force to be reckoned with in the business.
Nice. Nice.
Tell Rosa I said thank you.
He says thank you, Rosalind.
Hello, Rosalind. How are you?
And thank you, Rosalind, for joining us. This is her first time checking out Four Corners. So, Rosalind, please go and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Four Corners with Pepper Thomas. And that way, anytime that we go live, you will be notified. So, we thank you. We thank you.
God bless all of you.
God bless you all.
We got to get that.
If you want to come down next week, let me know. I got tickets for you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
No, seriously. Okay.
I got you.
All right.
So while Michael is there, he's talking about the cookbook. You need to give him a cookbook.
I'll send you some.
And you need to give Mark a cookbook, and I need a cookbook.
Okay. If he's there, I'll give him to him. All right?
She sounded like Oprah. We all get a cookbook.
We all get a cookbook.
You'll have the lady in Florida buy 27 of them. She give them out as gifts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Okay, well, Mark and I will be looking for our cookbook, Michael.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we will.
You show up to that show and then get them cookbooks. Okay.
Peace out. Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you again.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
So, y'all, thank y'all for joining us. This was a great show, wasn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
It was. It was.
Stop.
Great show.
I got to find me a new word.
Oh no. Okay, so hey, Miss Rosalind, I miss you. Oh, Just Rick said that you, Rosalind, and then also Rosalind says, "Great segment, thank you, Carol. We love you unconditionally." So she's thanking Carol for sharing this on her page because that's how she found out about it. So thank you for that. So everyone, we thank you for joining us. We will see you on what's the date?
November 12th.
November the 12th.
And please, everybody, vote like your life depends on.
It is necessary.
We come back on November 12th. We want to hear great news. Please vote.
Yeah, please.
It's important. Think about your children.
Mm-hmm.
This is
serious.
Women.
Think about yourself.
We got to think about ourselves too, men. And men, you know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You have to vote.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say anything anymore.
So thank you guys. We love you. See you on next month. And I got a birthday coming up.
Oh,
all right.
Wow.
With my horn. So y'all, yes, my birthday is October 25th. My Cash App is The Hot Pepper Show. $ The Hot Pepper Show. October 25th. If you want to send it early, that's fine. I just want to know, but yes, if you'd like to bless someone, please do. Okay. So now Rosalind over here. Rosalind, you are on it, girl. Your fingers are fast. You is a typer.
That's right, Rosalind.
Democratic Party, November 5th, Kamala Harris for president. Our ancestors are watching, and the next generation is depending on us. Exactly. Thank you, Rosalind. Thank you so much. Everyone, be safe. Have a great week. And we will see you on next month. Bye.
If you want that inspirational, turn your radios Sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. You gotta sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. If you want that grounding inspirational, then turn your radio to the Four Corner Show. Hot and spicy topics coming to the show, so let's get personal on the Four Corner Show. Relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. You gotta sit back, relax, catch the vibe, have fun tonight on the Four Corner Show. If you want that inspirational, then turn your radio